Absolutely. Absolutely. Drew Titan Bronze on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. That's the Painful Excellence Podcast. Some of you may be confused because I've been talking boxing here in the morning because my boxing channel is in Facebook jail. YouTube jail for the next 3 days. So we're pulling double duty here, but we don't miss a beat. And here we are. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking boxing this evening, of course. This is episode 336. Man, 336 shows. And we're here. So salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming to hang with me. This ain't going to be too painful, but I think it's necessary. We're going to discuss the art of de-escalation. And I think it's very important that we should know these things. There's things we should know. In this era that is in error, this ERA that is in ERROR, we need to learn things to strengthen what relationships we do have with our significant other. Or it could be with, just family or friends. I think these are things we should know. There's too much friction going on. It's interesting that I wanted to do this Monday, couldn't do it because I was dealing with something, but I'm here doing it now. We are tested as individuals, and I'm telling you, 2024 is something else because I've been tested. And family, I got to tell you something, man. Something happened in the last 2 hours before I came home, which tested me. And sometimes I have to remember who I am as a person. And I got to remember, I'm not a teenager anymore. I'm not a young man anymore. I told y'all I couldn't do this thing when I was in my early 20s. So I understand when dudes be flying off the hinges and whatever. Although I fly off the hinges at times. Y'all seen how I handle things when, things happen on my live stream when I do open up the panel and, people choose to do what they do. Cooler heads prevail. Yeah, cooler heads do prevail. And I have to pat myself on the back. So let's do this roll call real quick. The beautiful Aminaz, salute. How you doing? Did I see Pink Meadows in here? I sure did. Yeah, there she is. She says, I'm all for de-escalation. People shouldn't be involved with those who detest them. Some people are incapable of love and need to be left alone. Sister Pink Meadows, it sounds like you got a lot going on in your life. I would love to have a conversation with you to pick your brain a little bit. It's the second time you did a drive-by on me. I would love for you to join the chat and, so we can have a conversation. That'd be wonderful. But salute to you, sis. Showtown Majors, Todd Swindle, Rod Neal, Shogun, my brother Eric Jordan in the building, PGH Big Dog, Beautiful Love is the Word, Jeff Spark, my brother, Tay, how are you? Be well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Phenomenal Mexican, my brother, I rock earlier in that super chat. He says, salute and respect OG, time to drop that knowledge. No doubt, good brother. Do me a favor, drop your GoFundMe so we could, we could throw that in the, we could pin that. Salute to you, good brother. I appreciate you. Yes, sir. So, de-escalation is an art form. And not everybody knows how to do it. A lot of people don't care to do it. Personally, my former line of work, well, actually in my line of work right now, when you're dealing with the public, de-escalation is a must because, and there it is. That's iRock's GoFundMe. Let's contribute to the brother. You know, our Mr. Shelton, salute. I'll repeat why that GoFundMe's there later on in the show, but that's his GoFundMe. Anything would be greatly appreciated to our brother. He always supports us. So when you're dealing with the public, it is important to understand de-escalation skills, especially, you know, I don't care what city you're in. You don't know who's doing what. You know, you have to say to yourself, okay, look, you know, I'm trying to get home at the end of the night. And, you know, when people get on my bus, I'm like, wow, you know, people have an attitude. And I'm like, mind of Mansa Musa, salute. It's like, man, can't nobody that walked through that door do me nothing physically. I know I could physically harm 100% of the people that get on my bus talking crazy. But what are the pros and cons? Outside of them physically touching you first, what are you going to do? Go back and forth with them? Automatically, when you go back and forth with them, you're escalating the situation. Automatically. You don't know what kind of day they're having. They're disregarding what kind of life you're having. Everybody's human. We bury our relatives. People go through divorce, lose pets. Just the boss really pissed you off. That happens on my job all the time. I've seen guys go to the window to get their assignment. Hey, you gotta go see the boss. They go see the boss, and then you know, they leave the office pissed off, and now they on the road pissed off. You understand what I'm saying? I never. That's always a good idea. I'm like, man, y'all gotta hit dudes with a phone call first or a Zoom meeting or something. The last thing you should do is reprimand a person, and I don't know what they do in there sometimes. I've never been in trouble like that where they got to take vacation days from you or something. And yeah, by the way, you got to go drive your 13-hour shift. By the way, we're taking 6 vacation days from you because you did something. It's like, what? And now you send them on the road like that? What? You don't know what kind of life they're having right now. It's like, you know what kind of day, because you done set the tone. Yeah, Todd, you know, I'm always careful. You know, but you'd be amazed where I've had people get on my bus and screaming, oh, the bus is 15 minutes late. What the F are you guys doing? And, you know, I'm like, Then they go to the back of the bus and they come and now they lost. So I need to get to such and such train. I'm like, well, in about 3 stops. And I ignore it. You know what happens a lot of times when that happens? A lot of times that person will calm down and come to the front of the bus and say, look, man, I'm sorry. It's just that, you know, the bus. And I say, oh, look, the bus that was supposed to be there, that bus broke down, or that driver, you know, was sick and had to go off the road. But the reason why the bus is not 15 minutes late, I'm on time. The bus that normally comes broke down. It's down the block. You didn't see it. Or it broke down on the other side. You understand? There's always an explanation. Drivers do get sick and have to pull off the road. Drivers do have to, we're human. We have to use the bathroom. When nature calls, no, you don't drive that bus. You get out that seat, you go use the restroom. These people don't care about you. And all they know when you pull up is they need to get where they're going and they're late and it's our fault. You understand? So, Don G, the salute. So when you understand human nature, and I know it's difficult. because it's like 100% of the time, the people that start screaming at me, I'm like, man, if I get out this seat, it's over for them. It's over. Oh, Don G, you're a new father, newborn baby? Man, enjoy those. Yeah, enjoy those sleeping nights. It was sleepless nights, bro. Been there. Next thing you know, you're gonna be going to proms and they off to college, bro. It goes fast, bro. It goes fast. Salute to you, good brother. Appreciate you showing up. So I'm gonna hang with you and the baby. Hang with you and the baby right now. So I become an expert in a lot of aspects in de-escalation. If y'all follow my show, there have been times where I've had people on here and it might start off rough, but when I take the bull by the horns, y'all know what I do. You got to pull the rope. You can't push it. Young DG, salute. You understand what I'm saying? It might start off rough, but once all the emotion is out the way, I get to the bottom line and I let you, what do I always tell y'all? Let them talk. They'll tell you what the problem is. Ask questions and let them talk. I'm telling you. Oh, that's your second son? Oh, that's what's up, bro. You already know, man. But let's talk about how it pertains in, for example, in a relationship. There's some things I Googled, de-escalating, conflict in a relationship. They have 7 steps, to de-escalate conflict. It's hard, man. It's difficult. It's difficult because one thing. Let me turn my camera on. Let me talk to the men for a second. Verbal judo, Chilltown. Verbal judo is that's I learned that when I was in law enforcement. And it works. Trust me, it works. Trust me, it works. Men, you can out scream your girlfriend or your wife. You can have bass in your voice. You can do all of that. But I'm telling you straight up and down, you're not going to win in the end with that. You're not. Do you want to win it? Do you want to win a screaming match, or do you want to get to the root of the issue and see what the problem is? You try and keep it as simple as possible. You want to check yourself. What is she mad at? Oh shit, she told me to take out the garbage. I forgot. You know how many times that's happened to me? Take out the garbage? Yeah. Young Hollywood, salute. I end my live. You know what I do when I end my live? I get ready to go to work. And I have 1,000 things in my mind. I'm a content creator. I'm always thinking about the next 2 or 3 shows. I have 3 channels. I haven't done Bear Cave in about a month or some change because of this Ryan Garcia situation. And I felt that was important. So I'm always talking about it. So I'll get back to Bear Cave in a minute. But I'm like, wow, what's going on? I'm thinking about this, thinking about that. I have some family issues that I had to tend. Not issues, but there's things I had to tend to. I'm a father, so there's things I had to tend to. And then I'm getting dressed and I'm out the door, get all the way to work, and then I say, I forgot to take out the garbage. So I know what's coming. When the wife comes home, I'm gonna get that text. Thanks for taking out the garbage. Sarcasm. Now watch this. What happens when I open that text and I read that sarcastic text and I just got cursed out by 3 customers? Fuck you, out of bus late. Da, 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 da. And I get to the end of the line and I get out the seat and I check my phone and it's thanks for taking out the garbage. I'm like, man, don't worry, Young Hollywood. I'm gonna get back to it. 88, what up? I'm gonna get back to it, brother. I promise. I promise I'm gonna get back to it. And I'm like, damn. And at that moment, you feel like the world's dumping on you. It's like, man, she know what I do for a living. She know what kind of day I possibly could be having. Why would she do that? But you know what? Fellas, I want you to think about this. My wife works. What if she had a bad day at work? Ton of paperwork. She's trying to finish an assignment. You know, the travel back to and from work was like ridiculous. Then she gets home and she asked me to do one damn thing. Just one thing, and I didn't do it. On top of her bad day, she has to come home in the garbage. I didn't take it out. You see that? Now, what's the bottom line in this scenario? Men, I'm talking to the men. What's the bottom line in this scenario? She asked me to do something. I didn't comply. I forgot. I'm not asking. Of course, it wasn't on purpose. I messed up. I mean, I'm having a bad day, but she had a bad day too. So she says, "Thank you for taking the damn garbage, taking the garbage out." And I'm like, fuck. Now I could A, be just as sarcastic and say, "You're welcome," with a smiley face. Or B, say, "My fault. I'm so sorry." Who's wrong in this scenario? Me. Mind you, the reason why I can bring that up is because that's happened to me a few times. Not once. It's happened a few times. I am not perfect. Not perfect. 100% it was my fault. So although I looked at the phone and I knew it was coming, I said, I factored in she might have had a bad day. She might have had a bad travel time to and from work. She might have had it out with her boss. And all she wanted me to do was take out the fucking garbage. She don't care about my live stream. She don't care about me cursing out trolls or whatever. She don't care about what I'm going through at work or whatever. She factors, I mean, I'm not gonna say that, she does. But she asked me to do one thing and I told her I'd do it and I didn't do it. That's what we're dealing with here. We're not even like factoring in. So if I'm gonna say she's not factoring in what kind of day I could be having, I gotta factor in what kind of day she could be having. You understand? Am I not talking about accountability? So we're dealing with what the bottom line is. She asked me to do something. I said I'd do it. I didn't do it. I messed up. All I could say was, "Babe, I'm so sorry. That's my fault." Already, that's a de-escalation. That's it right there. My bad. I messed up. That's my bad. And this happened a few times. But never once did I say, "Yo, could you like not be sarcastic?" No. Fucked up. That's it. Say sorry. Get it together. Cook some dinner and you'll be all right. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Joker. I hear you, man. Now I hear you, brother. Jimmy Bernard, what's good, brother? Now I hear you, brother. No. I hear you. I hear you. And that's another show. The two-income household. That's a whole other show. That. But this is just how we do it. It's financially beneficial to us. We have a lot of options now. You know what I'm saying? So what you got to do, you have to be creative in when you feel a conflict coming on. You want to disarm the person, and you have to be creative at it. What I find that works for me, how I always say, just let them talk. Because sometimes when a person is just rambling and they're just talking, you will find that they're not really saying anything. Just let them talk. You'll know what you're listening to, and you'll hear everything. You'll hear everything from uh, uh, a lack of a grasp of the English language. You'll hear a speech impediment in some of these people. You'll you hear a lot of flawed stuff, and all you're saying is, "Well, make your point. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me hear what's the problem. What's your problem with me? What's your problem with this situation? Why are you? What are you upset about?" Um, for example, for those of you that missed it, I finally had Buckle Up Boxing on my boxing channel. He's been riding me pause for a year, like a few years. I pulled up on Marco's show. He talking about drop a link. He wants to debate me. I'm like, I'm not talking to this guy. I already know he's whacked out his skull. Well, he was doing video after video after video about me. And I'm like, all right, man. So I let him pull up. And long story short, because I don't want to make the show about me. I want to talk about de-escalating conflict. No, the salute. I let him pull up. And I asked him, what is your problem? And he started talking about things that I said. And I said, okay, when did I say that? Oh, well, you said it, and, some other, he got that Baltimore accent. You said it, and you said that what he was going to do. And I'm like, when did I didn't say that. Oh, yes, you did. I said, when you say I said it, are you saying that I made it up? I created this narrative? Yeah, that's what you said. I said, no, I didn't. And Joe Townsend had to post an article. We was talking about a Nui. I said, I never said that he stacks his raps. I didn't make it up, to be clear. I didn't make it up. Scooter said it. Cool Boy Steph's team said it. They did a whole... He did a whole conference in Japan about it. And I said, if he's not going to fight him, leave Tokyo and come home and don't fight him. But he's stacking his raps. He said that. When he said it, I did a video about it. I did a live stream about it. I showed the video where he's putting tape, gauze and tape. That's stacking. Next issue. In everything that he said, it got debunked with facts. Articles getting posted in the chat. I said, I never said that. Yeah, no, I said it, but you act like I made it up. I didn't make it up. And you know what happened? You know how I would say, would you offer YouTube courses one day, Drew? I know you got gyms. Oh, well, YouTube, they don't like me too high because of things like this. I talk about de-escalation, conflict resolution. Act in the building. What up? They don't like that. They'd rather me. That's why they allow trolls that I've blocked to just show up. That I've blocked several times. They always show up. And the second I do something that they deem against community standards, they'll give my channel a strike. Meanwhile, those same people have several videos up about me. There's several videos up about me on YouTube right now that are 1,000 times worse than what they said I did, which was nothing. I wasn't belligerent. I ain't put out anyone's, information. I don't do things like that. I don't go on to find out who these people are. I don't care. They do that to me. But somehow what I did with a stupid video was unsafe, and they were bullying or harassment. You know what, man? F this platform for real. F this platform for real. They've proven that it's unsafe. So what I'm doing, I'm going to play their game and use their own rules against them. But again, this ain't about me. This is about de-escalation. I'm using it as an example. So you know what happened in that live? What ended up happening was Buckle Up ended up saying, yo, you know what? You right. I'm going to get off your bumper. I said, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. 'Cause even Mr. Shelton he joined the panel. He said, bro, if you go to a restaurant and you don't like the food, do you go back? I mean, this is just basic logical stuff. Endless videos about content creators you don't like. You're not talking about the sport of boxing, but you're making endless videos about the content creators you don't like. I'll do a live stream, and due to this Ryan Garcia thing with the atmosphere, I've pointed out several content creators that with the exception of Showbiz, there was a couple of content creators that we actually appreciated. And they let us down over this thing. And it was like, what is going on? Quiet Storm, salute, man. Much love. It's like, what, Boxing Ego, he let us down with this was crazy. I told y'all, people asked me about Fanon. I said, all I can tell you is that Fanon has an issue with Bill and it never got resolved. That's all I know. I haven't heard what he had to say about Devin and whatever. But I've heard some things. I haven't heard it myself, but I heard some things. I said, look, to me, this is just to me, I know where it comes from. Ego, I don't know what that is. In Showbiz, the grown adolescent, he's the 22nd of every month is when the content creators get paid, for those who are in the AdSense program. And he's dealing with his bottom line. So they've sacrificed their integrity. Those two guys. The rest of the Devin Haney haters already know where it comes from. So, I'm cool either way. Yeah, he must. Phenomenal Mexican. He did a video about the cornrows in his hair. I'm like, who does? Wow. But, ES, salute, sis. So, I mean, I was getting DMs like, yo, I don't believe that even happened with you and Buckle Up. I never thought. I said, bro, I'm a pro at this. I know what kind of mental state that dude is in, and I'm not talking bad about him, but y'all know he just had it out with BFTB. What was it, yesterday? It's like he's hot and he's cold. It's like one day they can talk boxing, and then when they get on that personal stuff, they start cursing each other out. And it's like, but here's the thing. Again, when he was on my panel and Mr. Shelton asked him, if you go to a restaurant, you don't like the food, why do you go back? He keeps going back to BFTB's channel. Do you know how long they've been going at each other? It's been about 4 years now. It's been about 4 years. And it always leads to, don't talk about Baltimore. But I've never seen a dude rep a city so hard, but none of these super thugs know him. And look, man, I'm an adult. You're not supposed to be broadcasting what kind of real thugs don't do that. Who do you know? Nothing. So if something does happen, you don't want the law coming to check you because you never broadcasted it. Come on, bro. This is we almost, we're knocking on 50 years old, man. We're not broadcasting how grimy and gritty your hood is. That's something we did when we was 18 years old, man. But if you my age, you didn't broadcast. If you grew up in a bad neighborhood, you didn't broadcast that. You know why? That was a little shameful when you left your hood and tried to do other things. You didn't want to tell those people where you was from because it was a little embarrassing. Oh, you from over there. Being from a bad neighborhood is not a badge of honor. When you're an adult, you understand that. You understand that. So when that dude came to my channel and I said, all right, now we don't curse each other out. Okay, so now let's get 704 Joe. What up? Let's get to the meat and potatoes. What do you want to talk to me about? You got a 13. I went to this channel. I said, brother, you got 13 videos about me. Let's get to it. What is your problem? Drew Titan says Anui stacks his raps. I said it. Yeah, you did say it. Okay. Guess who said it first? Scooter's team. Cool Boy Steph. His team said it. And then I reported on it, on what they said. Why are you talking about I made it up? Well, you said it. Yes, you did. You said it. I said I did. But I didn't say it first. It was breaking news. He did a whole press conference out in Japan. Y'all remember that? Carter face stealer salute. And then I said, what's this? And then I called Rachel. I said, what is this? And then she sent me a video. Tape, gauze, tape. I said, wait a minute. You can't do that. That's stacking. That's what it was. But what do I know? But he saw me say it first. And he didn't do no research. That was a video. And it was like that with all 13 of his videos. It was an opinion about me and not attacking. He was attacking me and not the information. What he should have did was say, well, Drew said this, and then look it up and say, oh, well, Steph is saying that. Then you have no content. That little 50 views he had off of that, those are 50 people that went to your channel to see what you had to say. And those 50 people, or whoever saw it, it may have been more people, they wanted to see what you had to say about me. I said, okay, all right, well, you don't like Drew Titan. Let's see what he has to say. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, okay, well, Drew, okay. Well, I knew he does stack his hands. So what are you talking about? Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. End of. It was like 3 or 4 situations. I said, bro, that's not that. It's this. So what are you talking? And then when it was over with, he said, you know what? I'm going to get off your bumper. And we haven't spoken since. It's whatever. He's not blocked on my channel or nothing. And I had people hit me up like, man, I don't know how you did that. You know why? You know how I did that? Because I'm an adult. I know how to do it. How many times I tell you, I ain't get on this internet to make enemies. I don't even know why people got hate videos about me, other than them being jealous. Because when I shut all that shit down, what are they left saying? Oh, you take steroids, and oh my God. And, your block game got to be strong. And like I said, something else happened in the last 3 hours. I just was going back and forth in the DM with somebody over something so stupid. And he had me messed up. And I said, bro, what are you talking about? Do you know what trolls do? And I just asked him, I said, what? You were told I said what? Okay, pull up the video. I was talking for 2 hours. Listen to it and timestamp when I was talking directly about you and send it to me. We'll have a conversation. Nothing. So I went to the video, and when his name was mentioned, I timestamped it and sent it to him. And I said, yeah, this was disrespect. I'm confused. Then he started talking about something else because he got something else going on in his life. There it is. The art of de-escalation. So you're going to listen to somebody. Yeah, yo, Drew was talking about you. Okay. And then you come at me. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, homie. Send me the video timestamp when I said something. Let's have a conversation. I'll do you one better. He took too long. I went to my video and I said, when did I say his name? And I said, oh, here it is. I timestamped it and DM'd it to him. I said, play that from right there and tell me where the disrespect was, bro. Get back to me. Took too long and I had to get back to him. See, I'm about my business. What? What the fuck? Give me a second, y'all. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, no. Wait 1 second, y'all. I'm laughing because life is hilarious, bro. Why can't I? Oh my God, man. This is amazing. Salute to Don Jeter in that Cash App. Salute, brother. He's just passing the plate for the real one, man. Salute to you, Don, man. Much love and appreciation, man. Thank you, brother. No, it's like I think I know who that is. But you know, I don't know, bro. If y'all don't know, you know what? Let's not even do that, man. Salute to Ron Finkley. I hope you're all right, bro. I'll kill you. Up, up, up. I'll kill you. When y'all see Mr. Shelton in here with the up, it's an inside joke, y'all. It's an inside joke, but it's legendary. And it has something to do with that dude, Ron Finkley. But Jesus Christ, man. I hope that brother's okay. Whatever it is. I'm over it. But anyway, everything I say, I can stand on because I understand conflict resolution. And when you approach a situation from a place of logic, Willie low. Yo, Willie, I gotta call you, bro. I gotta call you. Something happened today, brother. Something happened today. I gotta give you a shout, bro. Something happened today. I gotta call you. I got to call you, Willie. Something crazy happened today. Something crazy happened today, Willie. I gotta call you. You know what? I might hit you after this live, bro. Something like stupid happened today, bro. Something stupid ass, yo, it's crazy, bro. Crazy. Something stupid happened today, bro. Man. But what you gotta understand, family, is that when you walk a path of righteousness, you're gonna get tested. People are gonna lie on you. People are going to be jealous of you for reasons that only they know. All right, bro, I'll hit you. They've done it to me a lot. And I didn't know I had that much of a positive impact where people want to just interfere with that and try their best to stun your growth. Can't really do that. Eric J, what up? Can't really do that. Not in this space. It's a sad state of affairs. And I try and lead by example. That's why when you see me had these knockdown dragouts, the few times that I've had it on my boxing channel, it always works in my favor. And I'm not no magician. I just understand people. Now, getting back to de-escalating conflict in a personal relationship, you know, with your woman. Now, fellas, I already gave you the example about me being the fabulous fuck up that I am in my household because I'm not perfect. You know, you got to own it. It's called accountability. Now, ladies, that door swings in your direction too. What I've seen from, not in my marriage, but from past relationships, where the woman would, when all she has to do is just say sorry, or oh crap, my bad, you know what she'll do? She'll justify her mistake by bringing up something that you did. And it's like, what are you doing? That's a move that your mama's supposed to make, not you. You can't just say, yo, my bad, let's move on. You can't do that. That's that's messed up, man. Why are you justifying this simple thing that you did? You see, because that that turns into other stuff, man. That turns into other stuff, and that's not cool. That's not cool. That's a character flaw. So these things I looked up. Number one, this is 7 conflict resolutions for couples. These are tips. It says directly express your thoughts and feelings. That's a slippery slope. If you're directly expressing your feelings, you better have some thick skin, and your mate better have some thick skin. Because if you're being direct, sometimes people get their feelings hurt. You understand what I'm saying? That could be rough. You gotta be careful. And what did I just say? Number 2, don't blame your partner. Now listen. That's another slippery slope. It says don't blame your partner. All right? All right. That can be difficult. Don't blame your partner. That can be very, very difficult, y'all. And I understand that. But remember when I said check yourself? I like to ask questions. All right, we got the situation we're dealing with. How did we get here? And just listen to what they say to you. You did this, and you. And in your mind, you're like, this was a joint effort. I mean, and you're blaming me. You know, how are we supposed to fix this? So this is slippery slopes right here. But this is very important. Stick to one argument at a time. How many times y'all been back and forth with your significant other, and you find yourself, what do we call it? Moving the goalposts. You know, it gets into, instead of dealing with one thing, she brings up something to justify her position, and you bring up something else to justify your position, and y'all talking about 8 different things, and you forget about why you're fighting in the first place, and now you got 1,000 things that you're trying to resolve, and nothing gets resolved. You know why? Because now y'all are just trying to be right about something. You just want to be right. Don't play that game. Don't play that game. I've been in situations. I've been around. Before I was married, I've been around. And I used to listen. I did a lot of listening, to the point where some of the shorties been like, you're not even talking. I'm like, what? You're talking. You're doing all the talking. Well, I want your input. And I'm like, are you done? I'm letting you, what do you want me to do? Open talk you? Is that what you used to? Arguing? You're making a point, and it's taking you about 20 fucking minutes. Let me know when you're done. The funniest part was when they're talking, one long sentence with no breath in between, then they accuse you of not listening. Are you even listening? Yes. You know what I've learned? There's something called paraphrasing. Y'all know what that is? It's like all you have to do, and I'm giving y'all this gem. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen. When you paraphrase, people understand that you're listening to them. All paraphrasing is that whenever they're done with a sentence, you repeat the last word that they said. Yeah, then I went outside, and then I went to the park. And then I walked the dog pooped, I put it in the garbage can. Yeah, the garbage can, yeah. And then when I was trying to cross the street, this truck comes barreling down and something falls off, and it scares the dog, scared the dog. Then the leash snapped, and I'm running up the block to catch the dog. Yeah, you run up the block to catch the dog, and then what happened? They know you're listening to them. That's all paraphrasing is. That's all it is. Gnarly Ray, yeah, I'm telling you, and I hope I can assist in some way. I'm no expert, but this is a very in-depth conversation to have. When you paraphrase them, do you know you're de-escalating? Because you ain't got to, because I'm telling you, paraphrasing and just making eye contact is difficult from when from when she's barking about something, you're like this. She gonna stop and be like, look at you. Look at you. You don't even care. Listen, you can paraphrase what she's saying and not care, but at least you ain't got to deal with that part. Her stopping and getting at you like that. Franklin Land, G. McCall, Mark Wunderlich, salute. You understand? This is all de-escalation. She could be saying a bunch of crap you don't even care about. But you want to limit the smoke. You're already getting the smoke, but you want to limit the smoke. Make sense? Communication, they're talking about communication. This is a form of communication. Paraphrasing is communication. Stay open-minded. Listen. Terrence, what up? Let me tell you something, man. Staying open-minded, that can be tough, depending on the situation. But listen, you never win by out-screaming your mate. You're not going to win. You might learn something or be talking about something that hurts you to the core. When they say keep an open mind, it means just that. You got to be proactive instead of reactive. If she's telling you something that you don't rock with, just let her get it out and let it marinate for a minute. And then when you give your response, if you're not with whatever it is, just let her know, yeah, I ain't with this. Just let you know I ain't with this. I'm not with none of this. Ladies, same way. Let him get it all off his chest and keep that mind open. Pros and cons, okay? This and that. You know what? This either works for you or it don't. Just say, yo, I ain't with this. Spurger, what up? I ain't with this. You said that? As you was talking, I was thinking about it. I ain't with this. Or you can give it some thought. Come back in 48 hours, say, you know what? I gave it some thought. I ain't with this. You ain't got to scream. You ain't got, you know how many chicks I got with back in the day that were annoyed that I wouldn't get emotional? They would tell me, you don't even care. I do care. I care enough to leave you alone. I care about myself. I would be called conceited because I didn't react. Y'all remember, what was the deodorant that they used to advertise? They say, never let them see you sweat. Remember that? That's how I treated the ladies back in the day. Never get a rise out of me. Never get a rise. There was chicks that would do crap to try and tick you off. Don't get a rise out of me. That's how you moving? Okay. Go ahead. You don't even care. I don't. You know why? I don't own you. I don't own you. I'm not your father. I'm not your uncle. I'm not your mama. I don't own you. You want to go out and hang out with your friends at the wee hours of the night? It's on you. You do it. No, I don't care where you're at. No, I don't care what you do. I don't own you. All right? When you with me, I guess I'm kind of responsible for you, depending. I'm responsible for me. But if you respect me, you're going to respect yourself. And you're not going to put me in a terrible situation because you respect me. And I respect you enough to defend your honor. But If you're not honorable, what am I defending? You understand? So when the woman has to, talking to the men now, when a woman has to put you through these trials to see if you care, kindly let her know that you're not her father. That's a father issue thing. The only person that a woman should be looking to be proud of, the only male she should be looking to make proud is her dad. We come along to see that she honors her father, which means he's done right by her, which means when she's looking for a husband, she knows to present herself to attract a man like the man that raised her. Does that make sense? So when you come along, you meet the father as you're courting her, because it's like, okay, she's a woman. Now I'm courting her and I want to meet the dad. This is what the dad does. This is what he did for a living. I'm not only like him, but he sees in me something better than him. He sees in me, my daughter will be safe with this man. Does any of this make sense? You know, that's how it's supposed to work, right? That's how it's supposed to work. But when you're dealing with a chick that's purposely trying to piss you off, to push your buttons, she don't respect you. And her father didn't hug her enough. Her father didn't instill in her principles where she didn't need, the father didn't instill principles in her to where she needed to look elsewhere for this mental comfort. No doubt, Tay. And we talk about that, yes. This mental comfort that some of these girls need, that's supposed to be taken care of if they have a father in their life. You understand? This is why father figures are so important. And how does this pertain to de-escalation? As a man, and I'm just talking to the men right now, in this, as it pertains right here. We're supposed to recognize things like that. That's why it's important when you court these women, you need to know what their relationship is with their father. I dated a girl, and she was like a little hood. No, not a little hood. She was a lot hood. And then one day, we just got on the subject of parents. So I met your mom, and your mom cursed like a sailor, which is why you curse like a sailor. Well, what's up with your dad? F that guy. Huh? What? I don't F with him. She had a half sister, right? She had, no, not a half sister. That was her blood sister. But then she had an older sister that was a half sister. Then they had another sister somewhere down south. Then they had another sister out in LA. And she had a bunch of sisters. And the one woman that gave him a boy, that's the woman he married. I said, don't you think you need to go patch that up and get that off your chest with him? No, I don't need him. F him. I'm my own woman. What do you think happened every time, she got antsy about something? You think she didn't take that shit out on me? Teach, what up? Just start barking on me. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you talking like that? What's wrong with you? She loved to argue and debate. That got on my nerves. I said, what the fuck? We were just sitting here watching a movie, and for no reason, whatever happened in the movie, when the movie was over, she would create these bugged out scenarios just to spark a conversation that would turn into a debate, that would turn into an argument. Now, I was a little younger back then, and I was like, how do I deal with this? But I thank God every day for every relationship that I had that failed, because I failed forward. I learned. So a lot of my de-escalation skills came from past relationships. And it got to the point where I was like, huh? The first thing I learned to do was not to scream and holler. Like, oh, okay, because I understood that she was touched. She was troubled. And she became a lab rat. I knew what to say to piss her off. Because somewhere in the debate, I'd bring up her dad. I would just wait. And then I'm like, yeah, well, my dad taught me better than that. My dad taught me not to do that. That's what fathers do. And then I would just wait. Well, it's not only fathers that teach that stuff. Well, you're doing it and your mama ain't teach you. Uh-oh. Steve Elder, Max, salute. Uh-oh. Now what? And then she's screaming and hollering and throwing shit around her. Puppet. Yeah. And eventually I got tired and I just say, yo, look, this ain't working. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm done. I'm done. When there's no de-escalating in your situation, it's time for you to leave. Because I learned all of that. Open-minded. It says here, don't sweat the small stuff. I didn't. Like I said, when you're dealing with a situation and they start moving the goalposts, you're like, whoa, hold on, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this right here. No, but I want to talk about that. Well, we'll discuss that after we deal with this. Because we can't do two things at once. Because this right here, in my mind, I'm like, this right here, I'm body bagging her. See, she wants to go to this other thing because that was small to me and I really didn't care. So she wants to try and body bag me on that. I'm not going there because that's insignificant. I left that alone. We're dealing with this here. You see? So I didn't sweat the small stuff, but once you find yourself in constant conflict where you have to de-escalate situations, it's time for you to abandon ship. Makes sense? And that's how we roll. Do that real quick. Yeah, man. So anyway, conflict resolution. I do a lot of this. A lot of this is by nature. A lot of this is by nature. And a lot of this was learning on the fly. A lot of strategies in conflict resolution. You can avoid it. You can be accommodating. You can collaborate. Competing. You can seek a solution. Compromising. Active listening. I do all of this naturally. What you need to understand is when you're dealing with a person that where it's no matter what you do, they're going to find a problem. That's a destructive individual. And they're going to, 100% of the time, they're going to fall on their own swords and hurt themselves. And y'all know what I mean by that. And they're just not hearing anything. It's like, okay, well, how can we solve this? Because I don't know what your issue is. And then they tell you an issue and says, well, that doesn't make any sense. What are you trying to do, really? And there is no resolution. They just have what we say a hard on for you, like the trolls. Trolls, they have a hard on for you. They won't tell you what it is. They're cowardly. They hide behind, fake accounts and stuff like that. There's people that are truly evil in this world. They're miserable. And the conflict resolution strategy that we exercise here is the wrenches and the block button. You don't entertain that. You understand? You have to be reasonable in your approach, educated in your technique. And when there is no reasonable resolution, you have to be swift in your exit and don't go backwards. There are no backsies. They could be apologetic, acknowledge it, but I wouldn't recommend going backwards. Relationships. The worst thing in the world you can do is to go back to a situation. Everyone's flinging around that word toxic. Why would you leave a toxic situation and go back to it? For what? Don't we ask women why you do that? Fellas, you never knew that dude that say, I hate my baby mama. And it's like, bro, 6 kids later, you hate her? You have a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 12-year-old. Literally a decade and some change later, now you're like, yo, that's it. I ain't dealing with her. Huh? Bro, you better go ahead and marry this woman. I don't care what you tell. You keep sticking that thing. You have a whole family with her. You like that. That's as dysfunctional as it is. I don't care. I want to hear you don't know which one is yours. I want to hear it, bro. You keep going back there. I don't want to hear it. See how that door swings? Now watch this. The girls that keep going back to these toxic dudes keep dealing with them. Everybody's dysfunctional. I literally knew 2 dudes like that. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't want to hear it. Shut up. Javar, what's good, brother? It's like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you... Not a good look, going backwards. You don't go backwards. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Do not go backwards. It's stupid. It's stupid. Why would you do that? Jerk face. You're asking for it. You guys got to be smart. You guys got to be smart. You absolutely have to be smart. Horrible. I know what you're saying, Young Hollywood. But he says deep down, the piece is boring to them. They feed off the drama, man and woman, Drew. I know. But you know what? You know what, though? I did come up with some women that didn't do that. Guess what? When I met my wife, she didn't do that. She didn't need to turn up in clubs every weekend. She didn't have to dress skimpy. She didn't try and test my patience to see how far I would go before I start punching holes in walls and stuff, because she never saw that side of me. Because that side of me is not, no woman could bring me there. Whenever I felt she was doing that, I left. She was quiet and read books, didn't have no children. That's why she got the ring. You see how that works? She was attracted to me physically. She was attracted to my work ethic. I put business first. I didn't speak with a potty mouth. And I was very respectful. That's it. That's it. And I know what you're talking about, young Hollywood, and you're right. But understand, it's a lot of the women that do that. They might have a father in their life, but somewhere along the line, they gotten away from the teachings that a father is supposed to instill. And if that household is broken, there you go. Because most women that have a solid father in their life, or brothers or uncles, or I'll just say a male figure in their life. You ever notice that those women, a majority of those women, majority of them, they're not out in those streets like that? You ever notice that? I said most of them, not all. If they're rebelling against those teachings, they know that they're rebelling. But if they respect their father and they have older brothers and uncles, they have father figures and male figures around them, you ever notice that they're not in the streets? Who are the chicks you see? The chicks you see in the street right now, the chicks in the rap videos, the chicks with the podcast telling you, oh, get a dude to cash app you $500 before he even talked to you. Ask them, what do their fathers think of them? Ask them. Ask them if they even know who their father is, yeah? And when they get to talking about their father, you'll find that if they don't come from a broken household, they are rebelling from the core teachings of the household. And what do I always talk about all the time? The American household, white and black and Latino, and it's broken, y'all. When you have a broken household, you have anarchy. The women aren't respecting the men. They're saying the men aren't real men. It's like we are real men. You believing in this thing where you can just run around and do what you want. It don't go like that. Okay, fine. Go ahead and do what you want. Now these women are doing what they want, and look at what we got. That's all I'm saying. Look at what we got. They're going off and doing what they want, behaving like the men that they say they hate. High body counts is the way to go. Low body counts, they laughing at chicks with low body counts. High body counts is the way to go. I've seen chicks saying if a man is single and he don't have no kids, it's a red flag. I literally saw that. This is where we're living at now. So the chicks want to lay and play with these dudes, use up all their resources, emasculate them, have a high body count, maybe spit out a kid or two, but don't want to be married. And the men are saying, you know what? This is America. I'll try my luck somewhere else in the world. Passport bros are born. And now they're disrespecting the women in other countries and calling the men gay for leaving men that they said they didn't want to marry any fucking way. And we have a mess. And here I am talking about de-escalating conflict in a relationship. How much de-escalating can you do? Because when you try and talk with a soft tone and de-escalate a situation, some of these modern chicks will call you gay for that. Some of these modern chicks want you to man up to them and screaming all the time. That's what you think we are? To be a man is what? Did you see these men, the women putting the mic in dude's face and they say, hey man, what do you think men prefer? Natural or BBL? Every chick said BBL. Every chick said BBL. When they asked the men the same question, every man said natural. Do they really know us? God damn. Gerard, Harlem in the building. He says, just paying my tithes, brother. Man, I appreciate you, good brother. I appreciate you. Salute to you, good brother. My brother, the international quiet storm in that super chat. Much love. He said, paying my Drew tax, man. Salute to you, good brother. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, Teach, you saw that? I was like, oh my God. When they say BBL, all the women said BBL. I said, what are they? And then they asked like 10 different dudes the same question. All of those dudes said natural, 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 natural. Guess what, ladies? We say the same shit about hair. We don't mind a little weave ponytail. We don't mind a little box braids with it. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the super weaves down your back, all kinds of, it just, these women really don't know us. So again, when I talk about de-escalation, man, it's real. It's real, man. It's real. And all I can tell you, and this goes for the ladies too, try and master de-escalating skills. Try and master conflict resolution. There's too much for me to cover in this one show, but look it up. Look up verbal judo. Every law enforcement in the United States learns that. You got to give people a leg to stand on. If you watch me get in the debates on my channel, you've seen me do it. You've seen me do it. Some of the cats, when all the screaming and yelling is done, I'm like, all right, okay. Tell me why you're mad. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Tell me why you're mad. What did I do? Talk to me. You're talking to me now. Tell me what I did. Maybe I have to apologize to you. Tell me what I did. And when you give them that leeway, sometimes you will find that they're misinformed about what they're mad at. Now, I told y'all earlier, I just had a personal situation happen. I had to deal with something on Instagram. It's very petty and ridiculous, but I dealt with it. And it's easy work, because when the truth is on your side, that's just what it is. When the truth is on your side, that's just what it is. And that brother has other things he got going on in his life that he has to fix that I personally have nothing to do with. But I had to address him and point him in the direction of a video and be like, where did I do that? Timestamp it. It didn't get back to me. And he took too long. So then I went to the video and I said, this is exactly where I said your name. Now you tell me where the disrespect was, brother. Oops. And here's what I noticed. He's wrong. Do you think after I pointed him in a direction and showed him what was said? Because mind you, he lied when he pulled up. I heard you said A, B, C. No. Listen, you said da-da-da-da-da. I don't appreciate that, da-da-da-da. And I'm reading it like, what are you talking about? I never said that. I said, okay. So now I responded. I had to get a hold of myself because I almost went back to 95 in my brain. Like, who the fuck? Okay, let's not do that. I said, all right. I said that where? On my live a couple of days ago? I said, I did. I said, what part of the video that you heard me? I didn't even know you watched me, bro. I didn't even know you watched me. But never mind that. Because you saw what I said. Point out what I said, because I don't recall saying anything like that. I don't recall even disrespecting you, brother. Timestamp where you heard me say it, because I didn't know you was watching me. Timestamp it. And he took too long. So I went to the video. And a few minutes in, I said, I said his name right here. But I said, I didn't say anything crazy. So I took the video, DM'd it, and I said, go to this part of the video. That's why I said your name. Please play it from there and point out the disrespect. maybe I owe you an apology. There was nothing there, and I knew that. Then, what do you think he did? He picked up the goalpost and moved it over here and started talking about something else that he was dealing with, instead of saying sorry. Now, I said, maybe I owe you an apology. Maybe I need to apologize. But here's the video that you referred to. Here's where I first said your name. You can start from right here. If you want, you can listen to the whole thing, but you can start from right here. Point out the disrespect, brother. And I waited. Kane, what up? And I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And then I got back in the DM like, yeah, you know, what's going on? Then he started talking about something else. Okay. So I said, okay, so you watch me. Then I said, I know he was bullshitting. He wasn't watching. Somebody sent him the video. Because like I said, you have people around that I agitate somehow just by being me. Just by being me. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm talking boxing, and I'm here talking adult conversations, real life situations. And I'm trying to discuss it with some kind of class. And somehow that bothers people. Somehow, for some reason, that bothers people, which is fine. So because they can't thump me one way, what they'll do is they'll go behind the scenes and they'll try and disrupt things. And they do the very immature thing. And they'll say, hey, man, you know, Drew and so-and-so was talking about you on their live stream. Instead of this nigga investigating exactly what was said, instead of him asking this person, where, when, who? Yeah, send me the timestamp. When did he say? What did he say? He's in such a fit about other things. He just said, oh my God, here they go again. It's always me. And then he just DMs me something foolish. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? The person that sent you that, they don't like you. It was a direct shot at me. They don't like me, and guess what? They're using you as a hired gun. You got to be smarter than that, brother. Young man, you got to be smarter than that. So then when you approach me with this, I took it as a threat. And I said, okay, all right. 4, 3, 2, 1. I said, okay, I'm not going to get into a shit match with somebody. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of it. What exactly you meant? What did I say? Derek Gaines, a legend, what up? What did I say? And then he couldn't tell me what I said. I said, okay. What live are you talking? Oh, word? And I went to the live and I said, okay, yeah, what did I say? You didn't watch it. And then when I asked the motherfucker, hey, who sent you that? All of a sudden, I don't get a response. So let's get this straight. And here's what you guys need to know. And this has happened to everybody in the chat by this age. I need you to listen carefully. Here's what you need to know. If somebody, and this has happened to y'all, come up to you and say, hey man, I heard you said A, B, and C about me. And you're like truly dumbfounded, like, what? I never said that. Huh? Oh, well, I heard you said da 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 da. Hold on. I never said that. I never said that. Where's you getting this from? That question right there. If they go to you and they say, it don't matter where I heard it. Bullshit. They wanted to ruckus with you. They did. They want to smoke with you from the beginning. They saw no value in whatever association you had with them. And if it was a friendship that you thought it was, it's not. They don't understand conflict resolution. They don't understand things like check the fruit on the tree. They don't understand that they're being used and manipulated. Organized chaos. People do that to us all the time. They just did it to Rachel. I was on her live stream. I was in the chat, and she was body bagging manager Marty. And this fool jumps in the chat, hey, Rachel, 78 and Drew Titan was talking about you. I got screenshots. I can send it to you. Huh? Please, be my guest. Idiots not knowing. I talk to Rachel almost every day. Rachel and Nonito, almost every day. We're friends. But please send the screenshots. And I got in the chat, I said, dude, who are you? Who are you? Get out of here. The fuck? So there's no doubt in my mind, there's dudes, they run behind the scenes and they try and nitpick and find people to turn people. That's an evil person that's doing that. Over what exactly? My opinion on boxing, my association in boxing, where I can go to fights and people know who I am, and you at the same fight, eating popcorn for $20 small bag of $20 popcorn, and no one knows or cares who you are because you're shorter than me, because you're gross. Because there's 7 days in the week, and at least three days out of the week, a woman makes a pass at me. No cap. Soon that's gonna run out. But at 48 years old, I'm look damn good. You don't live like that. I'm not a rich man in bank account, but I'm wealthy right here where it counts. Understand human nature and understand that you're an evil buffoon and you can only manipulate people who are halfwits. And unfortunately, the situation that happened a few hours ago, it was a halfwit situation because this person is going through something personal. And while he's trying to deal with his own demons, he has an asshole putting a bug in his ear. And instead of checking the fruit on the tree, saying, wait, hold up, what live are you talking about? What exactly was said? Because I need to know what to approach them with. What exactly did they say? Can you send me the video? Can you timestamp it? No, he just heard one more thing and said, oh man, now I'm gonna go run and deal with this. Because this person, you put faith in this person instead of the people that you know personally. That's why I can say, when people done that to you, y'all ever have someone that you was cool with come up to you and say, hey man, I heard you say that. I'm like, wait a minute, whoa, I ain't say that. Why would I say that? I was just chilling with you the other day, or we were just playing ball the other. Why would I say that? I don't know. This is out of nowhere. It's not random. Well, who told you that? Oh, it don't matter. Yes, it does. Because the person that told you that could have a hard on for me. Y'all know what I mean by that, right? That's the person with the Shakur Stevenson look. When you're winning in life, they're in the back looking at you like, this nigga think he the shit. Yo, I got him right now. Then he starts starting shit around you. Yo, the other day, I saw him looking at your shoes, man. And then I was out with him and he was talking about, yo, man, I think Adidas is corny. And you had on Adidas that day. Hey, yo, you over there? Yo, man. Remember when you was eating that pizza? Well, I don't want to say nothing, but he went off on a tangent about how we need to eat healthy. I think he was taking shots at you. And then he go over to the chick. Yeah, man. He said he like chicks with bigger titties. And you got those A cups, so he had to been talking about you. And if those weak-minded mofos who you break bread with, they listen to this dude putting this shit out. Now he just sitting back like this. And now they all fucked up with you. You're like, well, what's wrong with everybody? Why is everyone mad at me? What did I do? And he just sitting there, I don't know. And then here he go back. Yeah, now he want to wonder why everyone's mad at him, man. But I put y'all on the game. I'm your friend. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, look at him, look at him. Yeah, yeah. You see, now he's manipulating. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Look at him, look at him. He was just looking at you before. He was just talking about you before you walked in. I'm your friend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then when you corner that person, be like, yo, what happened? Are you all right? Oh, are we good? Nah, we all right. Yeah, we all right. And then when they finally crack, yo, I heard you said da-da-da-da. Wait, I never said, what? I never said that. Yo, you was looking at my sneakers. And then here come the chick. You said you like D cups. You know I got A cups. Then the other chick, then the other dude, oh yeah, I was eating pizza and shit. I mean, I know I'm kind of fat, but you in shape, but you ain't got to go at me. What are you talking about? What are y'all talking about? Wait, who told y'all this? Nah, forget it. What you mean? And this nigga in the back, like he ain't do nothing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, how do you de-escalate that? If you care, if they, first of all, these people were never your friends. Because in their own way, what they should have did was checked homie. First of all, what has homie done to help the group? Nothing. Usually, homie hasn't done shit. They do all this talking. And my brother iRock in that super chat, he said folks getting sent on crash test dummy missions have no idea they're being set up to be the crash, set up to crash out. Exactly. And that's just what I dealt with today. But I'm an adult. You dig what I'm saying, bro? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all all been through something similar or seen it. These guys be set up to crash out. It's crazy. But if they had a mind on their shoulders, they weren't easily manipulated. While he's eating his pizza, like, word, you think so? He was talking about me? Why wouldn't he just talk about me? Why wouldn't he just say, yo, bro, I don't want you eating like that? Why wouldn't, that's just who he is. Nah, but he eating a salad and saying we need to eat healthy. You over here eating pizza. All right, cool. Well, if he has a problem, he could say something to me. I trust him to say something to me. What makes you think that he's doing that? When you turn it on them and say, what makes you think that? How about this? Why don't you ask him, does he mean me? And see what he say. I'm standing right here. You put them on the spot like that, they ain't gonna do it. They're gonna be like, nah, fuck it, forget it. And if that dude's really cool with you eating the pizza, he'll come up with that slice and say, yeah, man, you need to watch homie. He tried to tell me that you was ragging on me eating this slice while you was eating the salad, talking about we need to eat healthy. Huh? Yeah, him? What? I thought we were cool. This is what we deal with on a daily basis. So some fucking troll went to homie and said something, and instead of checking the fruit on the tree, instead of saying who, what, when, why, how? Why? Who, what, when, why, and how? And I asked video, timestamp. And he started talking about something else. I said, all right, well, hold on. We're not going there. We're going to stay right here. Here's the video. And here's the point where I said your name. Point out the violation. Get back to me. Then I get a long-winded, well, y'all wasn't talking crazy, but it was this, and that. And then he started talking about some other shit. I said, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that. All of that you just typed ain't got nothing to do with that. You know I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know I never commented on it. You know I never got nothing to do with that. I don't have anything to do with that. But, question. Who told you that? Because I know you wasn't just randomly, I clicked live and you didn't just turn on the live and, because if you heard the violation as you was watching the live in real time, you'd have DM'd me right there. And the other party involved. You didn't do that. This is a whole week later. So who told you that? And of course, I ain't getting no answer. So you see more value in the person sending you bullshit than the person you actually broke bread with. So you right. Some niggas really don't understand the concept of friends and family. You have to determine those people, which is why your circle can really get real tight. And that's okay. I understand when people are going through shit. I know when to keep away. I know how to play keep away. Trust me. Trust me. Because it's not worth it. It's not worth the time or the energy. Now, this comes with maturity. This comes with a lot of practice. And you have to recognize it. You really do. I recognize it. I am now a man of a certain age. You see the gray on my face? Yeah, I'm a man of a certain age. And I'm wise. I'm not perfect. And I play around a lot. When I do shave, I don't look all my age. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But this comes with a lot of experience. I've dealt with it. I've dealt with it in school, in grade school, in junior high school, in high school, in college, on jobs. I've dealt with this. And it got to the point where I'm dealing with it on jobs. I'm talking city jobs with retirement and pension plans. When I'm dealing with this immature foolishness, I'm like, man, at the time, we're in our late 20s, early 30s, and these mofos are acting like this. I dissected the situation so fast. I said, no, it's this, and this chick over here said this, and he did this. You think I didn't see all of this? But here's the question. I don't care what y'all do. I only see y'all 8 hours out of a day, if that. What the fuck do I have to do with any of this crap? Nothing? Leave me alone. Nobody talk to me. Y'all are all dysfunctional. This is craziness. Don't talk to me. That's it. And I came to work for it. Until I changed tours, I came to work. I ain't speak to anybody. Don't talk to me. I don't come to work for that. Jesus Christ. No doubt, Derek Gaines, you a solid brother. Eric Jordan's a solid brother. I Rock, solid brothers. Y'all some solid people. But I recognize foolishness at the door. And it was interesting because I meant to do this show Monday, and God's always talking to me. He really is. This year, God's been running his mouth, and I've been listening. Listen, Cat Williams is no prophet, but he understands human nature, and he understood the atmosphere. When he said certain things on Club Shay Shay, he understood the atmosphere. And I said, man, you know what? He's right. There's a lot of things that was coming out. And I'm not only talking about, like, you know, entertainment. There's been a lot of things in people's personal lives that was happening. There's like a lot of epiphanies, a lot of awakenings. A lot of people be getting exposed. That word exposed. A lot of people getting exposed. A lot of them. And more to come. We're only 6 months in. We got a whole other 6 months to go. Summer's going to go fast. There's going to be a lot of things happening. Pay attention to detail. But if you live right, you ain't got nothing to worry about. I ain't got nothing to worry about. That's why I come here and show my face. Who I am, this is who I am. There's no gimmicks. This is me. I can't hide. On the boxing tip for a second. All of these guys, all this wickedness, do you know all this stuff that they talk with these giant channels or whatever? Do you know these dudes can't show up to fights out of, well, they could do whatever they want, but out of fear, they can't. Can you imagine? You're not being able to walk the streets or go to a boxing match, and this is what you do on YouTube, on your social media. This is what you do, and you can't go to a fight out of fear? What do you should be 200,000 subs, you should be loved. Listen, I follow a lot of nerd channels. I call them nerd channels, but I say that respectfully. Comic book channels. I love comic books. When those guys go to comic book conventions, they are embraced. With the big YouTube channels, they are embraced. I've seen it. They're loved. I said, oh man, that's that dude Rob. They love him. Rest in power to the dude that did Comic Storian. He passed, I think, last week. I was like, damn. But they have a group, a core group. Imagine them being so Big channels, but unliked that they're scared to go to a comic convention because somebody might do something to them. These dudes are living like that. I couldn't imagine that. But when there's a big fight at the Barclays or at the Madison Square Garden, I go. When I want to go, I go. I don't want to hide. That's why I was laughing at Malachi. I said he really flew up from wherever he's from to hide. What the hell? But what kind of this what I'm saying? And I was joking. Welcome down, Ram. Salute. Iron Waffles in that super chat. Salute. He said salute. Drew in the chat, man. Salute to you. Much love. Do you understand that that's no way to live? You created so much drama that as much love as you get, you're scared to go to an actual event. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? There's a reason why I show my face. How do you live like that? That's no way to live, man. Why do you think I get on here and say, man, I got on this internet. I ain't get on here. It's social media. I ain't get on here to make enemies. What the hell is this? These clowns get so caught up in their feelings that they will do everything to try and derail you. Do you know they're sick? Going around telling people, yo, he was talking about you, and hope that you get some weak-minded person to act on that. But you ran into the right one. First of all, it will never work on me because just today, de-escalation. I was supposed to do this show Monday. I'm glad I'm doing it today because I had to deal with some foolishness today. And I handled it like a G. Now, he didn't apologize, and I didn't expect him to. You know why? Because after reading what I wrote, he was embarrassed, and I can tell. I can tell because he started going off on a tangent about something. I felt that he was trying to get me to understand why he said what he said. And I'm like, yo, look, I know why you said what you said, but that's your fault. All you have to do is DM me and say, yo, someone said you said da-da-da-da about me. Is that true? And I'm like, no. And where did I say that? Oh, on a video that you and so-and-so did. Okay, well, here's the video. Watch the video and tell me what you hear. Because I never said that, brother. Get back to me. Watch the video and get back to me. I never said that. And I gave him a heart with a strong arm. Yo, love you, bro. That's how you handle things. But he got so much shit going on, he thinks that the world is against him. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on outside of whatever. So I don't, honestly speaking, we don't know each other like that. But you felt the need to do what exactly? This is foolish. But I handled it because I'm an adult. So shout out to the troll that sent him some misinformation. I know this might be falling on deaf ears for you. You might be snickering in the corner. You might have thought you did something, but you didn't. Nice try, but I encourage you to try again. I encourage you to try again. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man. And I excel at the art of de-escalation. There's nothing you can do about it. People know my government name. And they know a whole lot of stuff. There's nothing you can do to me. What's the saying? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. That is 100% true. What are you going to do? Get my channel shut down? That's not going to work. I got 2 monetized channels, going on 3. Go subscribe to Bear Cave Entertainment. What are you going to do? Nothing. And yeah, I'm taunting you. I'm encouraging you. Do something else. Do it again. You already tried. Strike what? 3, 4, 5. You tried it with Rachel. You tried it with this other brother. Do it again. You know why? What do I always say? My reputation speaks for itself. My reputation speaks for itself. I've helped more people in this space that you don't even know about. And what have you done? Hide behind an icon, an avatar, try and talk boxing, no one listens. People look up to me in this space, and they look up to me in real life too, because I'm kind of tall, I guess. And then you look at yourself in the mirror, and what do you see? A younger man with man boobs and a pot belly. And then at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you see this at 48 years old. Do I talk down on you? No. Why would you get offended at that? When I say, hey, man, if I can do it, you can do it. I got my shit in shape. Why can't you? I talk boxing. Why can't you? I talk comic books and nerd shit. Why can't you? I have conversations like this. Why can't you? You can do just what I'm doing. Why do you hate me? Because I tell the truth about Teofimo Lopez, because I tell the truth about Tyson Fury, because I support Deontay Wilder, because I support Errol Spence, because I support Devin Haney. What bothers you about me? While you're focusing on me, your future wife is walking around outside somewhere. Your dream job is out there somewhere, but you're focused on me. Get offline, get off my big nuts, and go make your life. But you ain't gonna listen. But I foiled you again. And Lord knows what else I've done to foil you. Only you know, because you're the only person paying attention. I'm a god. My brother iRock back in that super chat. He said the LGBT takes care of our own. And we all know how to play our position. So don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. No, exactly. But I'm encouraging them. And this leads to what I'm talking about. If y'all see iRock's GoFundMe pinned to the top. If you missed the show last week, Friday, go to that show and listen to why he has that GoFundMe. The brother's trying to go see some family members that he just found. He just found out who his biological father is. And met him a few times, and we found out that was his biological dad. The brother done passed. So now he has some relatives in another state, and he needs some help. Airline, hotel, money in the pocket, just to move around. The brother's always supporting. He don't ask for much. He was just in the super chat like 4 or 5 times tonight. So let's help the brother out. This brother actually deserves it. This is not a KQKC situation. Gimme, and I don't give you anything, but I'll talk reckless about you. iRock is not like that. He's just asking for some assistance. You know what I mean? If I had it like that, I'd have just gave him 3 racks or whatever. You know what I mean? But this is what family does, and he's a solid dude. Y'all seen him around. You know what I mean? So do what you can. Do what you can. You know what I mean? He's trying to bust a move, I think, in July, he said. I think. So let's just help the brother out, man. Let's help the brother out. You know what I mean? I know we all got a lot going on. I got a lot going on, man. I had to now I don't want to put more of my business out there, but I had a lot. I had a lot that I'm doing, bro. I had a lot that I'm doing. Jeez Louise, but let's help our brother out, man. And that's what these platforms are for, man. That's what these platforms are for. And I feel good helping people. I get honored when people ask me for help. So I'm like, shit, somebody sees value in what I'm doing. And I say all the time, people help me on this platform. I didn't know what I was doing. People help me. People, they think, saying weird shit like, oh, yeah, Fanon made you. I'm like, he helped me a great deal. He kind of did. What? Supposed to like be like, no, he didn't. No, what the fuck you mean? 78 helped me. Black Fight Fan helped me. Black Fight Fan, the first Haney fight I went to in New York, he got me free tickets. I met Bill that night, hanging out with Blue Blood. What? I love it when people say I'm self-made. No, I did this myself. No, you didn't. You seek counsel from somebody. You learned that from somebody. Bruce Lee didn't come out the womb knowing Kung Fu. He learned from Ip Man in real life. Forget the Hollywood stuff. That's who he learned from. And then he did other things with what he learned. You understand? Nobody comes out the womb experts. I was a student of the game and I learn every day. I don't know everything. How many times you heard me say that? Yeah. He's trying to bust a move July 15th, y'all. So let's help this brother out. July 15th. So come on. That's why when you listen to these fools when they got the LDBC's name all in the title of, you know what de-escalation is? Looking at that, laughing at that, and while they talk about, what do I always say? While they talk about us, what do? I look, I laugh, and I say, boxing, please, or adult content, please, or comic books, please. 30 videos with the LDBC's name in it? Really? Isn't that the mark of a mad person? When did we become the homework assignment? Hmm. I'm proud to be a part of this thing. I'm proud of our growth. And we just keep getting better, man. And it's a beautiful thing. Hate is love. So I'll be here tomorrow morning talking boxing. I'm still in YouTube jail. I got another 3 days. But it is what it is. I've been thinking about starting a channel on Rumble. I just want to see what's doing over there. Oh yeah, Phenomenal Mexican. I know about that guy. That guy. Listen. When you got a hard on for one person like that, I really am not joking when I say a lot of these guys are homosexual. I'm really not joking. That's a little sick. I knew about Fig Newton because I've been following the general for like over 10 years. I wasn't always doing content, y'all. I was just following his channel. And that's how I know who Sean Newton is. I'm like, this guy's weird. When I first heard him, I said, what's wrong with this dude? Yeah. Weird. This is before live streams, y'all. That guy's weird. That guy's weird. That guy's weird. A few guys like that. There's a guy with LDBC in his name. I forgot his name, but someone sent me a video and asked me what's up with him. And I asked 78. He said, oh, that's the dude that confided in 78 and told about he looks at him as a father figure, but then tried to say that 78 gave him a death threat or something like that. It was crazy. So 78 had to block him. But this dude like apologized to him and say, yo, my bad. I got daddy issues, whatever. It's like, I seen the statements and I said, oh, he's crazy, bro. And he has LDBC something in his name. That's the name of his channel. But he's not a member. He's crazy. And I'm not kidding. I went to his channel one day to see what the hell he was doing. And then I went and he was live. So I clicked on the live and he was on there with a girl and they were talking about sex toys. And he was talking some like, bro, it was some fugazi. And I'm looking at him like, yo, bro, that object that she's advertising, He puts that in him. There was no doubt in my mind. And he was kind of drunk. And I said, oh my God, man. And I left and I made sure I blocked him. But I was asking 78, I said, is there anything you can do to get his name like changed? Move, you know. My God. But the dude was weird. I got a screenshot of him on my other phone, on my old phone. He's a weird dude. But it is what it is, man. But the art of de-escalation will take you a long way in your relationship, your personal life. And if you're a content creator, take you a long way. It really will. But yeah, man, I'm gonna watch a few episodes of Archer before I lay down. That's a funny ass. Yo, listen. Y'all ever watched a cartoon called? You ever watched a cartoon called Frisky Dingo? That I have both seasons on DVD, right? It's the same animation as Archer, right? Some of the characters from Frisky Dingo pop up in Archer. It is funny as hell. But listen, if you've never watched Archer, all the episodes on Netflix, all the seasons, binge watch it. You will not be disappointed. It's funny as hell. If you've never watched Frisky Dingo, find the episodes and watch it. It's funny, bro. It's funny. It's funny, man. Oh yeah, Entourage. Yeah, that's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Yeah, Shamar. Yeah, I'm telling you, Frisky Dingo is. Oh, bro. You know I had that ringtone, right? Yo, Cat Party. Cat Party. I had that for a ringtone. I went and found it and I put it on my phone. That was like like 13 years ago. I had Cat Party as a ringtone. It was funny as hell. Nicholas, what up, man? But we about to close up, man. I salute y'all, man. If you can go support the GoFundMe at the top. That's for our brother iRock. You know what I'm saying? Go watch last week Friday's show where he was explaining his situation, why he needs that GoFundMe. Let's help our brother get to his goal on the for July 15th. Let's help our brother. And I'm gonna salute y'all, man. And listen, man, be smart when you're dealing with things, man. The art of de-escalation will take you a long way. Don't understand conflict resolution. These are all things you could look up online. Please, it doesn't make you a sucker. It doesn't make you a punk. De-escalating the situation. Don't be macho. This ain't the time for that. You don't want to get shot or stabbed, because that's what it's going to be with me, because ain't no one going to beat me up in the street with their hands. And I don't want to get shot, and I don't want to get stabbed, and I don't want to get cut. You understand? You got to be smart. Just say, I don't want to deal with this shit. De-escalation. Listen, and I'm going to say this on the way out, y'all. That thing with Coach Malachi, come on. That dude did not have to hide in his hotel the whole goddamn weekend. He really did not come to the weigh-in or the fight because of me. I promise you, I was not going to do anything to that man. I was going to look him in the eye and be like, yo, what's the matter with you, man? What are you doing? Now, when I was 21, listen, I ain't going to say nothing, bro. I couldn't do this when I was 21. I'll just say that. 48 years old. What I'm gonna do? Beat this dude up in the street and get arrested? I was going to St. Martin the next day. What? Come on. Seriously? It's not that serious. It's not. I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not. But salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chats, man. Much love to all y'all. De-escalation, conflict resolution is imperative to our survival. All right. And let's do better. And y'all stay blessed and take it gently. I'll see y'all in the morning.